Hey guys, Eric here, welcome back to another video. So this past Thursday, I was given the opportunity to hit up the Stray Kids concert at Wrigley Field, and I left that show with the feeling that what I just experienced, in my opinion, was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And not even just K-pop wise. And it wasn't even just like the stays that were over there. Those are some of the nicest people on the planet. And this tends to be a common theme whenever I go to a K-pop concert. The people that I get to interact with, they're always so fucking nice. Like the freebies and stuff, that shit was awesome. The energy in that venue. Maybe it was because that was my first ever stadium show, but hearing how loud an audience can be, it gave me genuine Dick the Cock Johnson level chills. That shit was awesome. And it also helped too that Stray Kids themselves put on one hell of a performance, going back to back with Social Path and then La 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 La. Oh my god, that hit like crack. I had one of those quote-unquote bias wrecker moments, because going into this, I was definitely more leaning towards Felix being my favorite member of the group, but now, I gotta say it's Changbin. I don't know what really changed it. I don't know if it was just the aura farming, or maybe just the fact that, or maybe it's just the fact too that I have an extra room in my house and I wanted to offer it up to each and every single member. A cool story that come from this show was the fact that I was able to meet, even though it was short, it still meant a lot to me. I was able to meet a friend that I've known online. They lived up north. I've known them for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and we finally met. And dude, when I say I was nervous as shit, I was nervous as shit. Maybe you guys can tell, but I'm a different beast, right, when I'm behind the screen. But in real life, I'm such a fucking loser, and I'm awkward as fuck. Maybe it's not surprising, right? I'm hiding behind a fucking VTube model. The overall experience was so good. It was worth waiting in that fucking heat for hours. Like, I do not care. The next day, I was sore and I was tired as fuck, but I did not care. It was worth every single second. Like, when doors opened, we were up on the 300 level, and we were sitting in direct fucking sunlight, and I checked the phone. It said it was 79 degrees. It was not that. That phone was fucking lying. We were legitimately being cooked like SpongeBob and Patrick. It was such a blast, bro. Legitimately, I wanted to stay the entire show, but we left after, my friend and I left after the first encore. I had to take not only the red line back, but also Uber it back home, since I live all the way in the southeast side. When it comes to the metro train schedule, maybe people who live in this area can understand. There is a 9:49 train, and if you miss that 9:49 train, you have to wait 2 fucking hours for the next train. There is no train at 10 o'clock. But yeah, no, after the first encore ended, we took the red line, and once we got off at Lake, there was some fucking because of course there was a commotion going on. We were able to walk right past it, but it's just like, of course, right? The CTA red line being the CTA red line. Well, what can you expect? But we got home safe. It was chill. That shit right there is what makes concerts so special. Like, being able to go there in person and feeling that energy. And it sucks too that, especially nowadays, I'm not sure if, you know, whoever watches this video, I'm not sure if anybody who's watching this video has seen the ticket prices for the upcoming Le Sserafim shows. Those are legitimately an arm and a leg. And I just don't get it. I don't get it for most concerts. Why does live music have to be a privilege? When I got home, that post-concert depression was hitting like fucking crazy. I just kept looking through my videos. I went on YouTube, was just watching endless Stray Kids performances. Although nothing is confirmed yet, I do have a friend who is visiting from North Carolina, and they're flying up to Chicago. While nothing's confirmed, I do have the upcoming ATE show that's also being held at Wrigley on my radar. So if I'm able to hit that up, that would be awesome. That might be a mess and a half, because I know that same day, AEW is going to be in the middle of their 3-week takeover here in Chicago, and Collision, I believe, is being held that same day as the ATE's concert in the same area, because the Argonne Ballroom, where AEW is going to be held, is not too far away. I believe it's only like a not even 14-minute walk from Wrigley. So, holy shit, that traffic, that might be fucking ridiculous. But we'll see, we'll see. I just want to say thank you, though, to the people who made that experience so awesome. All those people I was able to interact with. I want to say thank you to Alex. I want to say thank you to my boy Daniel. I want to say thank you to Stray Kids for putting on an insane show. Because that day, I wasn't thinking about all the insecurities I had. I wasn't thinking about all the bullshit life-wise. I wasn't thinking about all that negativity that runs through my head. My current position in life is less than ideal, let's put it that way. But I left that show just feeling so blessed. And it really put a lot of stuff into perspective. And it unlocked this inner joy that I felt was lost for a very long time. The day after, yesterday, I then get a call for this job that I applied to, and they wanted to move forward with me. So it's funny enough, right, that I said I was feeling blessed, because I was getting blessing after blessing. And that connects to something that my friend and I were talking about on the train over to the show. This might be a little bit of a tangent, but I'll keep it short. We were just discussing, how for anybody who is a believer, when you come to God for something, of course, as you know, He's never going to give it to you. You're never handed what you're asked for. You're put through trial after trial. And it got me thinking, from the time that we bought these tickets to now, even though we bought these tickets back in November, so much has happened to me in my life, and so much has happened to me as a person. I am not that same person that I was when I bought these tickets, and it's for the better. And it really makes me appreciate how much I've been through, because I went through all that shit, and to be honest, I am still going through some of that shit. But those 2 days, those moments, made everything so worth it. But that's enough from me. I'm gonna be signing out. I would love to hear your guys' stories for anybody who got to visit this show. If you got to hit up this show here at Wrigley, or maybe you were at different Stray Kids shows, maybe in the past or during this tour. I would love to hear about your bias, your favorite songs, whatever. I just want to talk to you guys, right? I'm in a very good mood. As you can tell. So go ahead, feel free to yap in my comments. I'll make sure to reply back. And see you guys in the next one. Can I just say too, I love the trope of people who are just losers trapped in a hot body. Here, I'm just gonna put it on screen. Look at this fucking video of Han getting scared of a fucking dragonfly. I'm also deathly afraid of bugs, and it doesn't matter, alright? I know there are some of these little bastards that quote unquote don't hurt you, but I do not care. They can all get the smoke. They can all get these hands. I do not care.
Let's get some pussy tonight.